The Apollo launch. On April 11, 1970, the Apollo 13 mission successfully launched from the Kennedy Space Center in America. The three astronauts, Commander James Lovell, Lunar Module pilot Fred Hayes, and Command Module pilot John Jack Swigert, were on board, headed for the Moon. Originally, 3 different astronauts were chosen for this mission, but due to potential health issues, they were replaced. Tax extension request. Astronaut Jack Swigert realized that he had forgotten to file his income tax return, so he asked if he could get an extension for it.
Uh-oh. Have you guys completed your income tax?
How do I apply for the extension?
Yeah, Joe, I gotta... Hey, that ain't too funny. Things kind of happen real fast down there, and I do need an extension. I didn't get mine filed. I'm really serious.
He received a humorous reply, granting him a 60-day extension. This conversation indicated that everything was going well. Confidence from past success. This was NASA's 3rd mission to send humans to the Moon. The astronauts in this mission were very confident about their mission, given the success of the 2 previous missions, Apollo 11, where Neil Armstrong became the first person to step onto the Moon's surface on July 21, 1969, and Apollo 12, which successfully landed on the Moon on November 14, 1969. However, they didn't know that their hopes and dreams were soon to meet an unsuspecting nightmare, fulfilling JFK's promise. In 1961, American President John F. Kennedy promised the world that before the end of the decade, humans would land on the Moon. This promise was fulfilled with the success of both Apollo 11 and Apollo 12, which safely returned to Earth. The explosion. In April 1970, when their spacecraft was about 330,000 kilometers away from Earth, they heard a massive bang that shook the entire spacecraft. Within seconds, alarms and warning lights started blaring loudly. It was discovered that one of the oxygen tanks had burst severely, and the other oxygen tank was leaking rapidly. Mission Control on the ground initially thought it was a malfunction, but soon realized it wasn't the case. The cause of the failure. On Apollo 13, there were 2 tanks in the service module. Tank number 2 could show a maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius, but when the heater was used to heat the oxygen in the tank, the temperature reached as high as 538 degrees Celsius. No one noticed the extreme heating because it didn't register on the thermometer. Due to this extreme temperature, the insulation of the electrical wires in the tank was damaged, causing a spark that led to the tank's explosion. The tank was originally installed in Apollo 10, but was removed for modify. It accidentally fell during repair, damaging the tube inside it, but no one noticed it during inspection. A record-breaking shift. The explosion caused the spacecraft to shift from its path significantly. It was moving kilometers away from Earth every second. Within a few minutes, the astronauts inside Apollo 13 were so far from Earth that it set a new world record. At their furthest point, they were 400,000 kilometers away. To date, no human has traveled so far from Earth as these 3 astronauts did during the Apollo 13 mission. Communication breakdown and survival. As the command module entered Earth's atmosphere, there was a communication blackout. It was expected to last for 2 to 3 minutes, but 3 minutes passed with no response from the other side. 4 minutes and 27 seconds later, they finally received communication from the 3 astronauts. All 3 astronauts survived. The parachute was deployed in the command module, and it slowly descended into the Pacific Ocean. This mission was considered a failure, but it made its mark on the pages of history. This mission contributed to problem-solving and innovation, redundancy and safety measures, crew training and simulation, communication and coordination, and risk assessment in future space exploration. The Apollo 13 failure served as a valuable learning experience for NASA and the space exploration community as a whole. This mission is also referred to as the successful failure.